I always thought that suicide was something that was predisposed or something that's obviously happened very traumatic in their life that's redone the wiring. And I came from a very immature place. This is mental health for me was something that older people talked about or people who had issues. And
I think that was the way back then. That's, and that's...
What's that, 2007, and I was never, there was no mental health. Like I said, I was never anxious or depressed or stressed. I was just busy. I was never overwhelmed. I was just tired and needed more time to sit down and do things, and that was it. And the fascinating part for me is that, again, I said this before, my time in the military was the best version of me because of the training, the opportunities, the teams, the people, everything else around it. The culture within defence, for the most part, particularly for that 80% of your actual active service career, is one of the best cultures in the world. Absolutely. I say readily, it's the force field that protects us and the net that catches us when we fall off. And where we're stuffing that up at the moment is in the transition piece. And there's been enough documentation, like the rolling reporting into defence suicide, the last was 2018, it demonstrates that the suicide rate of veterans within service is less than half the community average.
Yep.
Yet once men and women are out of defence, it goes to double or 127% higher between male and females. So when you hear people saying it off at Heston on Sky News and starting to quote these statistics in comparison to everyone else in the Australian public, that is the statistic for me, that we can have a culture within defence that has our young men and women at below half the national average, and then outside defence that accelerates to nearly double. That's frog in hot water, we've got a bloody issue. And that's true to just such a huge number of factors. One, just actually leaving that culture that is so supportive, so mission focused, so purpose outside of self, so open and collaborative. But the key part is also, as I experienced during my career, there never really was any form of emotional maturity experience during my time in the career. There was fantastic emotional intelligence, how to pick up on others and whatnot, but I never really felt things properly. I felt passion for my guys and team and mission and what we had to do, but as far as dealing with like my own personal emotions, there was once when I lost Scott Smith overseas in Afghanistan, and there was another time when I had to give up being a platoon commander and the little Peter Pan in me died. But there weren't really times you actually had to properly identify and address your emotions, because you're always looking forward to, and you always had something you're looking forward to. When that stops and you're left with just you and what's left inside, that's the incredible time that I found myself at 33 years old, not understanding how to be in a relationship, how to look after myself without having a team around me, how to find motivation in taking my dog for a walk and not taking a helicopter of dudes out to capture and kill a bad guy.